Question: ds. If x is less than 0, is absolute value of x plus absolute value of whole of x minus 1 less than 3? Condition 1, x is greater than negative 1. Condition 2, x is greater than negative 2. Solution: let's solve this ds question using the variable approach. Let's apply 3 steps of variable approach. Let's follow the first step of the variable approach by modifying and rechecking the original condition and the question. In the variable approach, the most important part is the modification, which is the first step. We are given x is less than 0. We are asked whether the absolute value of x plus absolute value of whole of x minus 1 is less than 3. Now, let's modify the question. Both x and x minus 1 are less than 0, as x is less than 0. So, absolute value of x equals negative x, and absolute value of whole of x minus 1 equals negative of whole x minus 1 equals 1 minus x. The question absolute value of x plus absolute value of whole of x minus 1 is less than 3. Therefore, becomes negative x plus 1 minus x is less than 3. Or, negative 2 times x is less than 3, minus 1. And we get negative 2 times x less than 2, which simplifies to x is greater than 2 over negative 2, or x is greater than negative 1. So the question can be modified to whether x is greater than negative 1. Thus, let's look at condition 1, which tells us that x is greater than negative 1. This is exactly what we were looking for. The answer is unique, yes. So the condition is sufficient by CMT1, which means that the answer must be in terms of a unique yes or no. Condition 2 tells us that x is greater than negative 2. If x equals negative decimal 5, then negative decimal 5 is greater than negative 1. And it is yes, but if x equals negative 1 decimal 5, then negative 1 decimal 5 is less than negative 1, and it is no. The answer is not unique, so the condition is not sufficient by CMT1, which means that you get both yes and no as the answer. It is not sufficient. Condition 1 alone is sufficient, so A is the correct answer. Answer A.